natural disasters. Questions we asking, no answers we are finding. For the stranger than fiction, things we witness happening. Every day we look around, well, there's more confusion. The problems intensify without no solution. Helplessly man stand in this wonderland, wondering his fate at some problems he created. So I'm asking where do we go from here? That's my question to all mankind. Answer me where do we go from here? When you have four fly, man can't tell the reason why. And the Bermuda Triangle is yet still a marvel. Egotistic fanatics now rule our world. Their bombs and guns in full control. Tell me where do we go from here? Leaders of great nations, honest leaders, indulging double deals and corruption. And in their quest for absolute power, becomes dictator and enslave the subjects they look over. Creating a very explosive situation, where the only way out is an armed revolution. And as man tries to dance, he's faced with naked rat, storms of great famine and drought. You tell me which way is out. The question is where do we go from here? My humble question to all mankind. Answer where do we go from here? When you have full fly, man can't tell the reason why. Corruption so terrible that even the corrupted marvel. Egotistic fanatics ruling our world. Their bombs and guns in total control. Tell me where do we go from here? Crisis, destruction, disaster, and fallout shelter. Day by day become more familiar. The United Nations, so full of contention, which poses this question: can defend man against man's destruction? Dormant volcanoes prepare for fresh eruption. No food to feed the hungry of many nations, and as we know for sure. Cancer, there is no cure. For AIDS and herpes that have mankind on their knees. The question is where do we go from here? My humble question to all mankind. Answer me where do we go from here? When innocent people fly, they are shot out of the sky. And the Bermuda Triangle still remains a marvel. Egotistic fanatics still rule our world. Their bombs and guns in full control. Tell me where do we go from here? nations, and we have to let them know that apartheid have to go. And when we do one day, we will have no cause to say, where do we go from here? That's my question to all mankind. Answer me where do we go from here? When innocent people fly, they are shot out of the sky. And the Bermuda Triangle is yet still a marvel. Egotistic fanatics still rule the world. Their bombs and guns in total control. Tell me where do we go from here? It's only bombs and guns, another revolution. Bombs and guns, people dying from starvation.
That's the $1 million question. Where do we go from here? From the information I gather, this song came out in 1985.
Starvation,
Winston Gypsy Peters. How much years is that from 1985?
ruining every nation.
Years later, we're still asking that question, where do we go from here?
It's only bombs and guns.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street919FM.com.
Okay, so now we're ready to get into the program. You all know the numbers to call when I open up the lines. 342-0081, 771-1791. That's the WhatsApp where you can also voice note us. And 466-5391. Once again, good afternoon to all the wonderful listeners on the outside and viewers. Like I said, I came across an article in the Guardian newspaper yesterday, and it really, really touched my heart. And I wanted to share it with you guys. Then there's a letter that I want to read. And when I open up the phone lines, you agree, you don't agree, and you give your reasons why. Hold up on the calls for now, please. I'm going to take them in a short while. So this article in the Guardian that I came across says, out of work due to COVID-19. Mom of 4 evicted from home. And the article went on to say a single mother and her children are expected to be out of a home by this morning. And this article was dated Saturday, June 12th. After being evicted by her landlord for failing to pay her rent. She is now seeking any possible assistance from the public. The 32-year-old woman, now her name is in the papers, but I won't say it. The 32-year-old woman was first evicted from her family home when the pandemic began. And since then, she has been moving around with her 3 children and her sister's 7-year-old niece under her care. Her sister was murdered in 2017. Impacted by the increasingly heavy restrictions imposed by the government to curb the spread of COVID-19, the woman said she's now unable to work to provide for her family. She said, last year I lost my business. I had a burger cart that was a rent-to-earn situation. So when the first lockdown happened, when food places were to close, I had to close business, and therefore I wasn't able to pay the rent for the cart anymore. And the owner seized it. So I lost the cart and my installments. Following this, the woman said she was employed under the Unemployment Relief Program, URP, but had to leave to see about her 4 children and their online schooling. She has since tried to make ends meet by selling food on her own and doing domestic work. She said due to the fact that places are closed once again and no work, food can't sell. And well, obviously, due to the COVID virus, nobody's calling anybody to come into their houses to do domestic jobs at this time. So, I home. With all that has happened, the woman says, since ended up defaulting on her rent. Since all that happened, the woman has since ended up defaulting on her rent and was told by her landlord to pay $2,700 owed by 5 p.m. yesterday. Now, if the article was dated Saturday, and as she's saying yesterday, that would have meant Friday, or vacate the premises this morning, meaning Saturday. She was unable to make the payment and is now worried about her children. She says, I am all these children have, so when I fall, they fall in with me, and it hard. It's a lot. This time I have no family I could stay with. I don't have nowhere to go with my children. I don't really have much. It's not like the place open up at this time to say jobs available. As soon as the jobs are available, I'll be the first person in line for something, anything. I never really thought I would end up in this position here to be on the news pleading for help, but this is where I am. The woman said she's open to any sort of assistance that could be lent to her and her children, whether it's money to pay her rent, a place to stay, or a job. And the number is on the article in The Guardian. If anybody at all want to assist, I will give the number to you direct, because when you call on the cell phones here, the number shows up. I will take the number and I will send it for you direct. It's time to be our brothers' keepers, Trinidad and Tobago. We need to do what we can to help each other. Now, I'm going to read a letter here that was posted on someone's page. Now, I ain't going to say who it is, because we are kind of people, according to who the message coming from, we just shut it down. Yeah? So I wouldn't even say who it was written by on social media. If you know, you know. All right? Hold on, guys. I'm doing everything for myself, so hold on. Right. So there was an article in the papers last week, and I read it here on the news, where a businessman, Peter George, came up with a COVID plan, which he wrote to the government, that every citizen he find should collect $2,000, and for every additional child, more money. This was the response to that, and after this, I'll open the phone lines. You agree, you don't agree, and why? The letters goes like this. So Peter George Jr. is calling for a multi-billion-dollar stimulus package to put the economy back in spend mode for as soon as it opens back up, because without the masses having liquid cash to spend, he and the rest of the retail crowd go belly up. The only thing left out of that equation is, where does Peter think this $1 billion coming from? The HSF? The taxpayers themselves? In a country this broke, with practically no external income, isn't that just left pocket to right pocket? That his entire suggestion was built on selfish economics and a retail consumer market view? I ain't going to read this part because this part seems personal. But in the short term, the government had, this is the letter, in the short term, the government had and has the power to stop the banks charging interest and balance depleting charges for the duration, either through suasion or legislation. So do that. Maybe the government could, during the pandemic, or even with the last lockdown, the letter states, could interrupt all utility bills until the majority of us are back out to work. Because as you know, even though you're home at the end of the month, you have to pay your bills. Going back to the letter, after these two things are done, it could appeal to the still unregulated landlord market to hold rents until. And now the Prime Minister did say that since last year. Landlords have a heart now. People ain't working right now. Hold up on the rent now. But while we could just talk words, if there's no action to back that up, of course, at the end of the day, the landlord or you rent, because he have bills to pay too. But anyway, going back to the letter, after these two things are done, it could appeal to the still unregulated landlord market to hold rents now until they could have start with HDC. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Time for measures that make sense. The letter reading here again, The government could have cut the tax burden by pausing all tax liabilities until the economy is back up and running, including VAT, to reduce the financial burden from the top down and lowered immediately and drastically cut the cost of living. It could have terminated with immediate effect all government tenancies and move out all essential offices that needed to operate into empty buildings or those whose present occupants are not essential, and again, save hundreds of millions. It could have even set up the majority of government back-end workers to work from home and online, terminate the ministers whose ministries are unessential at this time, and shrink the cabinet. Utilities could be operated through PM office as the board in those three companies do the heavy lifting: education, finance, and food. Remember to remind those who complain that we are all in this together. Shut down all special purposes companies like HDC, EFCL, UDCOT, Sport, TT, and others, and return contract power to tenders committee. Disband all non-essential boards, including CPEP, and return control of public maintenance to the local government councillors presently being paid to do nothing. After those meaningful steps are taken, organize to buy all farmers' produce and make them available to the poor and destitute through food banks. Now, some of these things that I'm reading here in this letter have already been implemented. That is a good use of public funds and would cost pennies compared to the businessman Peter George's plan. Now, the letter start to call names here, so I ain't going to read all that. But it says again, remember, we are all in this together. This as a plan would not only stabilize Trinidad and Tobago, but would reposition us all as having responsibility for the survival of our country and its economy as a primary mission, and bring all, even the 1%, and those others who have become fabulously wealthy operating casinos, finance house, and retail empires on board, because teamwork makes the dream work, right? We as a nation keep calling on the bottom rung to tighten their belts to see us through the storm. Problem is the bottom rung has run out of belt holes to tighten. It's time for the fat cats to join the fight. That will inspire us all to row together in the same direction, and in quick time, those retail engines will be back up and running, generating fabulous profit for the well-connected and beneficial few. Now again, I'm not going to say who posted this, because according to who says certain things, we just dash it away. Now, I said when I finish reading this, I will open the phone lines, and according to what I read from the post, you all could disagree, you all could agree, and you all could say why. Me personally, I agree with some of the things that the poster said. While we come in and we talking, words alone without action ain't doing nothing. About 3 weeks ago, we said with the last shutdown, people could go up online and sign up for grant. Within the call-in session too, I also want to know how many people actually got those grants. Because at the end of the day, we can't be saying we handing out stuff and it not getting to the people that need it the most. You understand? We had to hold people accountable. We had to start to do that. And all you know, I'm not affiliated with nobody. You're doing shippiness on either side, I talking. Because there are people out here who was once, well capable of minding themselves and their families, whatever lifestyle they choose to live. And now they simply can't. And we've been shut down for too long. Me personally, because some of them I call with the hamper, yeah, we getting hamper. I just speaking here. I lost my job. My husband lost my job. While I get a hamper this week, all well and good, thank you, Jesus. What's going on after that? I don't talk. Now open the phone lines. I want to hear what you have to say. 3420081 7711791 4665 Now, that's somebody on the Facebook Live, the Street 919 Facebook Live last week said to me, Precious has only come here and bash the government, but it's who in charge? If Kamala was in charge and doing shoppiness, you feel she wasn't getting pull up too? She not in charge and she doing shoppiness and she getting pull up same way, but she can't do nothing for me because she not in power. So me don't even take she on. Phone lines are ringing. Let's go. Good afternoon.
Precious, good evening.
Welcome.
Precious, I just wanted to get my money last year.
You lower your volume on your radio, please. Listen to me on the phone. Okay, so you're saying that you signed up for the grant since last year.
Yes, Precious. I get the acknowledgement letter. Every term, the check will come out. They say some error with the phone number.
Mm-hmm.
They said back the check. I went back about 9 times and then social welfare, same thing. No problem. Same thing. I ain't getting through.
Wow, and this is since last day. So, I mean, you lost your job, obviously.
Mm.
So that's why you signed up. So how have you been coping? How have you been making out?
Well, I tried. My husband is there saying I have something.
Okay, so you're saying since last year you signed up for this grant and you ain't get it yet. You did any kind of follow-up at all after they told you that there was a mistake?
Yes, I do follow them. Every time I do the follow, so they'll call, they will this, they're calling.
Wow.
So I hear Dr. Rao, they say that who applied for last year, but I'll be getting the same, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They say some debit card, they was trying to work on some debit card, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, then I have an article about that, so I'll pull it up so I can get some information on that. But thank you so much for calling and sharing with us, all right?
Okay.
Blessings to you. Calvin on the Facebook is saying the landlords have bills to pay also. I agree. I said that when I was talking in the beginning. But if people not working and don't have no money to pay, while you come on the TV since last day and you told landlords to have a heart, we know plenty of them still want their money because as Calvin saying at the end of the day, there are the bills to pay. But can't we put something in place for why people not working, these things are being taken care of? Reason why I say that is because when we were all working and things was nice, we could afford to pay we bills. And don't tell me nothing about save, because let's be really salary you're making when you don't pay all your bills and you buy a little food. Yeah, that much to save. And for those who was making enough, where when they don't pay the bills and buy their food, they could have save his whole year last year. Some people in work, so that money dead, that money done. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Precious.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, co-host.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to touch on two things very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
One is that landlords, you all really need to have a heart. Reason being, you all are collecting tax-free dollars at the end of the month, right? And I think that it's about time that the government step in and deal with these landlords. Because at the end of the day, you have apartments renting out for X amount of dollars, for thousands of dollars at the end of the month. What would it take for you to have a heart of compassion with a woman who has so many kids and barely can make ends meet? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, With regards to the grants and stuff, I can testify to that. There's a lot of things that's going on underhand, right? And where people are not aware of it, right? And the grants are not meeting persons who really need it, right? And every time people have this tendency because the government in power, because this government in power or that government in power, we good to go. People, a hamper is not going to cut it at all, right? Something needs to be done for persons who are in need. There are persons who are in dire need of food stuff and things like that, and it's not getting to them at all, right? And I make no apologies for saying that because I am neither affiliated with none of them. So I think after this whole thing that the government need to actually step in and create a law for these landlords, right? And try and speed up the process with the grants and stuff. There are persons lining up outside social welfare. This morning, if you saw a line, right, on Leoto Street there going up next to Omar Dean's, if you saw the amount of persons lining up there, and they're being turned away too, right? And it's really unfair, right? There are people crying out for help and still they are not getting help, right? People, at least if you all could reach out, try and make a difference. Have a good one.
Thank you so much, and I don't recognize that voice at all. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take another one. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Well, I did. Well, what I want to say, let me see. From long ago, I was a little fella growing up. I must was about 6 years then time. And I heard Pharaoh Senior correct too. So be wise, live nice. Let this be your guide. Mama, yo, think twice. Put something aside. Never mind the things they gonna say about you. Do the things that is best to do. Have a lot of friends. But remember what Pharaoh said. Pay for the rainy days. No, I'm not saying so they say that. But a lot of people could have saved and they do all kind of things, but they never look out for rainy. They not when rain falling alone, you know. All know the rainy days. Nobody is saved nothing. They buy all kind of nice shoes for $2,000, all kind of nothing, everybody. But another thing again, where is the government going to get all this money? Because America could do it because America print their own money. There are lots of people who could have saved something, they did save nothing. And in the pandemic itself, people spending money like in the dollar style still. So the little tax I pay must take it and give somebody who laid home. As a matter of fact, those people who didn't work, no place. I know fellas are still lining by shopping and Ruka and all those places. Since I work in, I never see them work. They get in 3,500. I'm not getting that at all, and I pay that money. I'm not saying that they're even supposed to get it. But at the same time, they have work all about the place still, you know. I have work by me to do. This one, a fella come by me. I tell him, I say, I want so done. So, God, boy, the son, hot boy. Oh, God, I'll come back the next time. But give me a $5, then I have to come back. Me ain't give nothing. It's have work to do still. What a welder? A welder means building a window. It have any COVID in that? People want windows built. People want doors built and stuff like that. With a lot of things we can do, we can't depend on the government. The government is ourselves. So take from me to get a message right and to get a left hand. It have a lot of work. People can come out and do a lot of work still. You're making children. You have one child. I mean, much and you have four children. Four different children, father. And you don't tell no one. I ain't saying that it can't happen. It happens. But at the same time, we have to know what we're doing. The Prime Minister said, no, we're taking the bed. Everybody cry, that. And it show up now that you take the wrong person to bed and you're still doing the same thing again. You let go this man, you go to the next man. Same thing with the man. He had this woman here, he had the woman here, all over the place. We have to know what...
Good afternoon.
Precious, good afternoon.
Welcome, Kunji.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm Baron. I'm holding on.
Oh, I thought this was Kunji. Sorry. Good day.
Precious, why Dr. Rowley don't stop all the rent he paying? And they saying we are all in this together. Why you don't stop all the rent he paying to all of them? Precious, I would leave it here.
Oh, Oh, this is Mr. Leave It there. The phone number to call us 342-0081-771-1791. That's a WhatsApp number. I'm seeing a lot of WhatsApps. I'm going to try to clear those up as well. And the other number is 466-5391. Let's see who's there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, darling.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right.
Good to hear your voice, man. What's up?
Everything cool? Well, this is a caller from Port Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I get the first check from the first set of COVID.
Lovely.
And that is when you had what to sign up now.
Mm-hmm. That was last year.
Yeah, last
So you
year.
got your first check. That's great.
I get everything. Everything was normal.
Okay.
Well, right now, I just do domestic work.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, for this year now, I ain't get nothing because, it's online.
Yes.
So I have no computer, and them in themselves put out the paper thing for you to, to organize your business, and they only care about the rich, not the poor. But people that say that it's only why it's being put aside, but they doesn't know how it does be. Because when you have children to mind, and you have a house to see about, you have to buy groceries, you have to buy food, you have to pay bills. How you make it out? And when some people come in on the radio and they're talking one set of crap, them doesn't know what people going through, since the 8th of May I home.
Wow.
And I'm home just through the COVID and nobody does know where you're going through. But just depending on my mother, it's through my mother pension I live in, Through my mother pension, me ashamed to say so on the radio. To my mother pension. Because if it wasn't for that, how would I be living? I just live in I was a single mother downstairs. My mother upstairs, and I was a single mother. And
You
put everything online.
You sign up for the latest salary relief grant?
I ain't signed up this year because I don't have no computer to go on that. So them and themselves bring out form for people to fill out, and I just pay me, and I coming out of my money. So I get a letter, everything they done sign to go in when they come out with the paper. Nothing, no paper, nothing and come out.
So I mean, if situation so dire and you have all the documents, but you're saying you can't get a computer somewhere?
Well, I have my son have a computer, but when he gone up online to do it for me, it did not have that on coming up on the screen.
Oh, did it lock off already?
Yeah, because we the close. You remember we were closed off the last set.
Yes.
I closed off on the 8th of May, so like it didn't have time to reach on the screen.
Oh wow.
So I just home and just depending on my mother. And I find that real hard. Because me not no man and me want no man.
Oh gosh, honey.
Them man and them is trouble, so I go by myself. But I just want to handle myself and waiting on them to bring out the form for me to fix up things now. No form and come out online. Them only care time for the rich people.
Honey, I took your number because your number showed up on the screen. I know Aisha Wells has a drive where, she try her very, very best to assist people with, getting whatever it is. I'm going to give her your number, right? And
no problem. I'll be so thankful.
Thank you so much, honey.
I was to tell you, I was listening a program and somebody was talking about some plants for your eyes.
Oh.
Well, I have plenty grown by me.
And you're in Port Spain?
Yeah, Port Spain.
Okay, then. Well, like I said, I have your number, so I'll message you on that as well.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks too.
Yeah, and of course, love. And of course, anybody who willing and want to assist, as was done before on this program, and what we did, whatever we got on this program, we gave it to Aisha to distribute to people who are in need. The guy who came and dropped off the bag of groceries, we gave it to Aisha, and Aisha gave it away on her program. So, I mean, we still, we doing the Street 919, we still doing whatever it is we can. But, if there's anybody out there who listening and willing to help, the Street 919 downstairs, the doors always open. Good afternoon, welcome. Hello?
Precious, good afternoon to you. Hello?
Blessings to you, man. What's going on?
I cool, quiet, and humble. You know, Precious, I've been listening to the Street 919 for some years. Well,
I know.
And sometimes when you, like today, when you listen, sometimes it hurts to listen to people that you're listening every day. Precious, they may even acknowledge the young lady speaking about she on the street with 4 children. They may even acknowledge that lady, you know. They may even acknowledge that desperation kicking in this lady, you know, and survival instinct kicking in. After that is depression and low self-esteem and it's really a young lady under real pressure in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, in the richest Caribbean island. And these callers and them, I just say kudos to the ladies from Powder Spain because she come out and speak. Something really wrong with the human race, because so many people, we hear it on international news, the news of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, we hear it in statistic, which part we see in front of our eyes. More people being on the streets. We hearing that. And on that desperation with part of the landlord putting out people and telling people you have to pay the rent, and I can understand the landlord and them because them have the bills to pay too. Some of them renovate downstairs to pay the bill because them not working too. And they pay tax to bill that. And most landlords that have 3-4 apartment renting, them not working anyway. That is what them depend on. The children going to school, gate cut, they spend a set of money now for education. So they have the bills to pay. So I can't come down on them. What about the people them that have a responsibility, the people them that we give $50 billion every year? Because those people don't take them money and say, look, we have $50 billion. It's our money, it's taxpayers' money. That is how they generate that money. Why we don't ask these people and them, and look at this list that you read out over there. If you cut back on these things, this woman won't be under this pressure, you know. That is not just one person. One person, we see about one person going in a grocery to thief milk and thing the other day too. That is sad for a Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. What is the definition of the red, white, and black flag? What is the definition of that? Why we allow the people to take our money for over 50, 60 years? Over 50, 60 years, we have a GDP running every year. And people under this condition. We have little Caribbean island with hundreds or something thousand people and still donating to we when we supposed to be reaching out to all these people and them. And citizens of out there, your brothers and sisters out there crying out in need, and you calling the radio station and feeling shame to tell your administration, hey, all of that $2 billion all is spending right now on local government and even on the Ministry of Works, and that $1 billion all is spending right now to build houses. All you hold back on all that project. Almighty God will respect you if you ask your administration to do that, because that money will be going to the poor and the needy. And right now in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the poor and the needy is our future generation. And them is the people them that poor. So if your future generation can be under this kind of pain and pressure right now, what will happen to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago? The rich will just watch me and laugh and live fancy and happy, and your generation just stay right down. That is the definition of great as the PNM. Eh? That is the definition of great as the PNM. Great as the PNM means we love you, so we take good care of you. When you're in time of need, we assist you. We take the resources of that you give us and we assist you with that. And that is we love you, so we take good care of you. Not how you thinking right now. How you thinking right now is being stupid and being under knowledge. Why mothers and fathers, precious, why mothers and fathers have to be facing this problem right now? Every year we give businessmen, big businessmen in this country, over $1 billion in rent. Why Dr. Rowley don't ask these businessmen and them, hey, you all have, let's hold back this rent because we have been renting from you all for 20 and 30 years. Why you all don't give us 3 years so that our citizens can eat off of that money? Why you all can't make contribution like that? Why? It's because contribution like that name, it classifies as nation building contribution? You just want to make pia contribution? But it hurts sometimes when people think like that. Because it have the hungry little child and the hungry little 17-year-old girl that listening to her right now. They should be ashamed because their brothers and sisters not standing up for them, especially in time of need. That is the time when you're supposed to stand up for your young one. We classify them as your future. Precious, you have a good day. Good sometime.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And not to discredit, because I'm seeing things are being done. I see a lot of pictures, online videos, where, hampers are being given out. I'm just saying that I believe so much more can be done, and the things that are being put in place to assist, you need to get rid of all those red tapes and let the funds flow to who need it the most in a more easier way. To the caller from Port of Spain, somebody saying, please go and get your form at the social services office, please. That comment is telling me that, things are in place for people who can't fill out the form online. There are forms at the social service office. All right, guys, we got to go for a quick break. And when we come back, we continue to take your calls, all right? You all keep it locked.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 91 Eastern Main Road in St. Augustine. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new with Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions, or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
This year, avoid bacteria with cleaning supplies. Made locally, superior quality, a family brand you can't deny. Detergents formulated to be better. Fabric softeners make laundry day brighter. All sanitizers are multi-purpose. So spend your pennies with a purpose.
These cleaning supplies is the new trusted
brand for household cleaning. Visit us on Facebook and Instagram at Z's Cleaning Supplies. Place an order by calling us on 340-4610.
Just for you, so real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love. Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
Sky is not the limit, please stay open. Be a voice for change and inspiration, yeah. Be true to yourself with every motion. Be fearless when you speak, the future's waiting, yeah. Just be, just be, just be, just be. Be mobile, just be.
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
Share the line. Share the line. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the line. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the line. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the line. The Street 919 FM.
So guys, welcome back. It's 3 o'clock in the nation's capital. Before we get back into the phone calls and our discussion, gotta let you know that at 3:15 we have the Maggi Pepper Sauce Remix segment coming up. It's where you call us up an extempo, a song with lyrics of your favorite fruits to make your chow and include Maggi Pepper Sauce and its flavors in your lyrics. All right, that's coming up at 3:15. Chow time isn't complete without adding that bottle of Maggi Pepper Sauce. 3 flavors, 3 ways to spice up the chow. Mild, hot and spicy, and spicy with shadow benny. No matter how you chop, season, or mix it, Maggi Pepper Sauce brings your chow to life. So check out Maggi Caribbean Facebook and IG pages to win Netflix subscriptions and mobile top-ups, all right? Also, Digicel customers getting all the convenience. They are no longer limited to paying with their credit card now. Digicel customers can use their Visa debit card on the My Digicel app to pay their Digicel Plus and their mobile bill. They can also use the app to top up or purchase a plan. So if you haven't done so already, download the My Digicel app in your mobile app store today for all your convenience. All right? So we're getting ready to go back to the phone lines. Of course, I had some voice notes to play. So let me see about that. Just give me a second, all right? And let me see about those voice notes to pull it up.
Share the light. Share the light. Everybody just share the light. Share the light. People say share the light. Share.
Okay, so while my behind the scenes guy is pulling up my WhatsApp so I could play some voice notes. Let me go back to the phone calls because we don't have no time to waste. Welcome. Thanks. Hello?
Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, Precious.
Hi, how are you?
You know, I always do listen.
Okay.
But this program is so hard to get in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was in the school and that, arithmetic, they say, was very hard. Remember that time? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good afternoon to the listener 919. Precious, I always like to listen to your program because I feel some people that making sense. Some people do take a long time, and I think they should understand that you only have a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody would like to make a contribution.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend Kunji, very good friend, I find Kunji a bit disingenuous when he talks about how people starving, people working and they working. Kunji and I was very close, and there's no denial of that. He attempted to get a work for my son. Months upon months, he was backward and forward down shawarmas. And he know that we didn't get the work. And you know why? Because probably they believe that he didn't probably look like me. Or he was not a supporter of the PC government. So Kunji, don't get vexed and pontificate everything I hear you. And they could say this and that. The former government didn't do that, my brother. Politicians are strange with fellow boy Kunji. And you know that. For such, you know, I want to leave today, boy. It's a very sudden day, and I spoke to Wendell Eversley. Must be a bit sudden today, my dear darling, to hear that people using the 1990 insurrection as part of the constitution and an opposition leader. I think it was a bit genuine. And to Mr. Pinal yesterday calling and saying he didn't do that. Mr. Pinal was on disingenuous too. He was banned. They told him once my voice is on, don't come on. But Mr. Pinal wanted to bully his way to be on the radio to tell fake lies. Luckily, I was a member of senior executive on the port, and I had to stop it. He used to run away like the breeze every day about the port until I had to bring out the facts. So, Precious darling, thank you very much. We cannot hear your voice. I am there listening.
Thank you so much.
And good afternoon also to your co-host. Remember, I was brought up in a house of manners and ethics. Thank you very much for allowing me this contribution.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for calling. Have a good afternoon. Okay, to the lady who called in Port of Spain, saying right now she's living off her mom's pension and things are really, really hard. Remember, I told you somebody on the Facebook said you could go down to social services and fill out the form. Okay, so the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services Social Welfare Offices is on number 55 to 57 St. Vincent Street in Port of Spain. All right, if you go, you said your son has a computer. So if you go up online, which is what I did, and type in Social Services Trinidad is the first site that dropped down, and there's a number that is there and the address to go down and fill out the form, all right, or at least do some type of inquiries. All right, so let me get to the voice notes. Okay, let me see how I'm doing this. Hold on.
I get my 3 months rent money. I got 2 months first, then the next month, then the next thing, I can't remember, it was a food something, a food grant and something. So the problem I got is that when I carry in everything, the people I did not get through. And then the people see how I never applied for it. I said, yes, I had the proof. That I told them that they called me back, and I did get through after about 2 months. So I don't know how other people. Landlords, it is terrible. They need to do something about the landlords. The landlords raising rent. They ain't doing no renovation, but they're raising rent on you all the time. And yes, it's tax-free money. They need to do something about that. I cannot apply for anything again this time because the people who I was working with sent me home. They said they could not afford to pay again. So I cannot apply to say, well, I'm not working again. So it's over a year I'm not working. But thank God I'm alive.
Some more voice notes. Let's play them.
Precious, well, let's get to
You see, when all this starts, so let's get my heart racing, because I know while I want to believe that, we on national radio and everybody big on our sense, but sometimes some all it is surprise me, Make sure you ain't saying nothing on this to put the station in any kind of problems, eh?
just so much airtime. You call a favor him. Come on, I might have people be holding the line.
Okay. Let's play this one.
Good afternoon, Precious. Anytime our government reach to reduce pensioners' money and NIS, they use up all the purpose of a representative of the people of that said country. So trying to see if they could stay around to do us that piece of damage, it makes no sense. It's best you surrender now and give people the country who could handle our affairs. You know what is NIS and national insurance and pension? You know what the meaning of these things? You know what is the purpose of that to the citizens of the country? What are you freezing that for? What that have to freeze for? Huh? I'm asking you, the PNM and the Trinidad Business Guardian, what that had to happen for? And remember, National Insurance Board is the government too, eh? So it's the government telling the government what to do. If you strip it out.
Precious, you don't want to leave today, boy. It's a very sudden day, and when they'll ever sleep. Must be a very sudden today, my dear darling.
Okay, I can't understand that voice note. It's too noisy and too scratchy. So let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Precious.
Hi, how are you?
I'm still in this free zone, free pension money, and I wonder how factual that is, right? Right now, precious.
So,
anyhow, I'm still keeping the faith. I'm still keeping the faith without a test. I can't give a testimony. It's challenging. I would say we could make it if we try. You don't have to cheat to be a winner. You don't have to steal to get enough.
And you know, at the end of the day, a lot of us are home. I hope we are using our time wisely and you could do a little planting.
Oh, of course. I would advise and recommend that we do just that. Utilize our time very wisely. Do things that is conducive to good living. Some is wise, some is otherwise, and we would not all be doing the best, but we can try. Just look on and listen. This NIS and pension thing just having me one day. Look on and listen.
Thank you so much, caller. Somebody on the WhatsApp is saying, hi, good evening. Please send me some food. And I have a 2-month-old baby and I'm not working. Please. And they put a question mark. Okay, I'll screenshot that message and we'll get in contact with you, all right? Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, Precious, good afternoon.
Yeah, man.
I'm listening to you. You're feeling a young lady, Because either man was working, and I came home for 3 months, but I came and I had something now here. But I was renting, right? And this landlord, I tell him, see how going on. The state wanted to pay 3 months rent now here. They must really bother, but the state and them trying to don't want to get people the money when they sign up to get them the documents. But it's 2 years going on, that's a tab boy going on too. But some of them landlord and them Because as people that say, the renting people the place and the raising the rent and they don't want to fix the place. You understand? Why the man get a grant now? So I appreciate why I get from the state. So while I was working, I pay my NIS and everything, and they send me home for 2 months, and then I call me back, and I start to work, and I get thanks still. You understand?
Blessings
but
to you, man.
I'm renting again, I live with my mother, and she's in a rent, so that's how too.
Nice, nice.
And then she have a good thing going, and I was tell to mom, I still love you for all the things that you do for me. You understand?
Yeah.
I don't see lockdown and listen. She's an admin listener. She listen to all the programs. I pressure to system and let me don't give up. I mean, we really had a chance to raise some kind of money for this young lady too, you know. You understand?
Yeah, we took on
a
a
chance to do some kind of fundraising for the young lady. Good thing, and nobody wasn't expecting this thing, you know.
Guys were telling you nobody called us.
Nobody expecting this thing, you know.
These were once working people who paying the bills and living.
You understand? I went for 3 months. And I could have still go out there and get something to do.
Hustle a little something.
Some people can't get nothing to do. I still come back and my company call me back. And I still working like normal. While I'm waiting for right now to get my vaccine. And I'm smiling. I can try and get my vaccine still there.
Blessings to you, man.
Clean about it. Calling from all the way from Cisco. All the cargo coming in, I work in a cargo company.
Okay.
And I can't try I just talk about my company. I bring in all the vaccine and you get a vaccine. You get a vaccine as well. Okay? You just bring in all the vaccine and as soon as I say time for vaccine, I go in and take my vaccine. So you have a pleasant day and let me push this head to build this young lady, right?
Thank you so much. Thanks for calling and sharing your story with us. Thank God you were successful in getting your grant and, things working out for you. Let's pray for the others. 342-0081-771-1791. That's a WhatsApp and a 466-5391. Let's see who's there. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I listen to everybody. And you see sometimes people like talk. You see, let me say straightforward.
But we're not hearing what you're saying. You had to lower the volume on the radio or move away from it.
No, the radio is fine. Let me take it off. Okay. You hear me better?
I'm still getting our feedback.
Feedback? Is there nothing on it? Yeah, okay. You hear me better?
Go ahead.
You see, what does happen is some people talk because they just to talk. And I am in my 60s, and I hear a man talking about government picking up tax from all in his 50s coming back there. But some of them, that's called us old man. Or we live to get old because the Bible talk about old age. Once you get old, that is an honor by the Almighty God. It says, honor your mother and your father, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord has peace. So when they call me an old man, and those who talk about government picking up, in over 10 years, government has picked up property tax. That is money out of the treasury. If that money was in the treasury, we would have been living plenty better. It's tax that run a country, tax. And I want property tax is one tax that pick up all parts of the world. Only tax they don't want to pick it up. And these are the things they look for. No, I'm not saying even not so much, because this is our world. So I think I look at, like the only thing that is happening is all part of the world is suffering. Let us do the right and say the right thing.
Okay, caller, I had to cut off the call because they keep going in and out and nobody's hearing what you're saying. So I do apologize, all right? I want to take one more call before we go to the Maggie Pepper Sauce Remix segment. Good afternoon. Hello?
Good afternoon, Precious. How are you going to Tobago on behalf?
Hi, Miss Sunshine. How are you? How is Tobago?
It's all right. It was getting a little drizzle there, but I see the sun peek back.
Because we need a little sunshine, eh? We don't need no dismal looking place to have people more depressed here. Give me sunshine. What's going on?
Hey, we need the both of them, oh God. We need the both of them. We need the both of them, girl. We
What's
can't
going
do it
on?
all them. I was listening to the little article they was reading there, and I'm so sorry to hear that this young lady have to end up in this position. And then they have people like COP people calling in and talking about go bar and the people. Yeah. But like, I have to refresh that one day memory. Miss Kamala beside this ATM machine. And so what if our neighbors, them who get in the vaccine at the point in time, and the people don't want to get it, and we people want it, and they give it on to we. When we don't, likewise, we will give that to us. How Trinidad and Tobago is always a caring country. We always used to take care of our neighboring countries. If now they take care of we, just like our mother, she makes sure they in return they start to take care of their parents. But you know, COP, them ain't gonna know nothing but that. Them ain't gonna know nothing but that. Them are heartless. Yes, and I understand. Some these landlords are very special, very scrupulous. You understand? All you know, we're in a pandemic. Come on, people lost the job. Each one have to help, and we have to come together. And when some of the tenants and them go to them and tell them, well, landlord, I had to get certain information from you to put on the form, because remember, them not getting the money going straight to the landlord. The money going straight to the landlord. They think about this thing because, we are some scrupulous people. Instead of they go tell the landlord, well, I didn't get the money that time, they get the money. Yeah? So they do it in a way that the landlord them will get the money straight to them. What preventing all from helping all the tenants? When all are done, all the training, all the evicting the tenants. And then who they call it? A bailiff. Somebody was a police to help throw them on. That time the poor policeman ain't know what was taking place. That the tenant now was paying up the bill and they was trying to help themselves. You understand? And then I was listening to the lady who say she tried to, she not computer savvy, but ma'am, you could have take a journey to the office, even though you could not go up on anything, and they would have assisted her. Once she had all her documents, she could have gone to the office and they would have assisted her. They would have given her the form right there and then pull it out, take her documents one time. But then again, sorry that happened. Hope the girl could help she out. You understand? So people, so they stay safe, but Precious and a kind of down mood because one of my classmates I stay for her son, and she called me in too long and tell me he died last night, in a car accident.
Oh, wow.
Last night. So, I kind of down was my first godchild. He was in his 30s. Doing well and everything, but as I tell, she goes in control. She keeps she head up high. She know what it is to lose a loved one because she lost her other son and she husband some years back. So she had the support that she was children, and she was a children and grandchildren there with she and and she's a frontline worker too. So that is more pressure again, right? But that was my first godchild because she made him in the 80s when we used to go to school.
Oh, okay, well, sorry to hear about that. We'll keep her in our prayers.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Bago, I have to go.
So you meet them safe and keep yourself safe too, because I am.
Thank you so much, honey. Blessings to you. That's our Tobago caller, always full of sunshine in that voice. Guys, we got to go to the Maggie Pepper Sauce Remix segment where you get to call us up and extempo a song for us using your favorite fruit to make chow and the Maggie Pepper Sauce and its flavors in your mixer, right? So let's get into that right about now.
You think you're hot at making chow? All right, then it should be easy to win the Maggie Pepper Sauce Chow Down Showdown. All you have to do is like the Maggie Caribbean page on IG and Facebook, make your favorite chow, and send a pic including your favorite flavor, Maggie Pepper Sauce. 20 winners will be randomly chosen to win mobile top-ups and Netflix subscriptions. Come and show off how hot your chow skills are. The Maggie Pepper Sauce Chow Down Showdown is on. Promotion ends June 15th.
So all you know we doing this thing, all right, is these singing segments. All of you all who feel you could sing, call me up now inside the Maggie Pepper Sauce Extempo segment. Let me know what's your favorite fruit for making chow. And then you're singing about that. And you're including Maggie Pepper Sauce and its flavors in your lyrical content. You hear me? So let's see who's there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, honey. You're calling to sing?
I'm going to try something.
Papa, what's your favorite food to make chow?
Mango.
Mango. What kind of mango?
Ver.
I find plenty people like ver mango chow. I would have think Julie.
That's not so.
So yeah, now let me ask you some questions. How you just cut your fruits? You just cut that mango in a certain way? In squares, wrong, in wedges.
Like in wedges.
All right, and then just let your chow soak overnight or use a girl as soon as it make. You ain't even waiting for salt to soak in, you eating.
But I don't wait.
All right, then, so I'm going to start the extempo rhythm, and whenever you feel comfortable jumping in, you jump in with your whole self, all right?
Yeah. I telling you, mango is the best. It does sit and pass all the rest. I telling you, mango is the best. Man, it sits and pass all the test. You can go to the east, west, north, and south. Put mango chow inside your mouth. Don't forget to add Maggie Pepper Sauce with the shadow belly, of course.
I feel you write down them lyrics before and was practicing, you know.
No. I listened to the program. I heard it. I said, look, let me try something.
That was real good, though. That was real good.
I just try something.
Papa, here's what I want you to do, all right? Go on Facebook, type in Maggie Caribbean, and get an opportunity to win Netflix subscriptions and mobile top-ups.
I have to do it right away? Or?
No, whenever you have time, just go up on Maggie Caribbean
because
Facebook page.
I'm trying to do it for me.
Yeah, anytime.
All right.
Yeah, so and I'm glad for the little free Netflix subscription too. You're telling yourself.
All right, so just go up on Facebook and type in
Maggie Caribbean.
Maggie Caribbean?
Yeah.
All right.
And you could win Netflix subscriptions and mobile top-up for your whole phone.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for calling, honey. That was real good, though. That song like you're right, that's his last night and was practicing. So it's a 5-minute segment, people. Remember, we do it every day. Chow time isn't complete without adding that bottle of Maggie Pepper Sauce. 3 flavors, 3 ways to spice up the chow. Mild, hot and spicy with shadow benny. No matter how you chop it, no matter how you season it, no matter how you mix it, put some Maggie Pepper Sauce in your chow and it will bring life to that chow. You hear me? And remember, most importantly, to win thing now. You know, between is like a win thing. Go on Facebook or Instagram, type in Maggie Caribbean. And there you'll have an opportunity to win Netflix subscriptions and top up for your phone. So guys, that's it for Maggie Chowdown Showdown segment. Let's close it off and then we get back to your calls on the discussion that we were having, all right?
Started making chow? All right, then it should be easy to win the Maggie Pepper Sauce Chow Down Showdown. All you have to do is like the Maggie Caribbean page on IG and Facebook, make your favorite chow, and send a pic including your favorite flavor, Maggie Pepper Sauce. 20 winners will be randomly chosen to win mobile top-ups and Netflix subscriptions. Come and show off how hot your chow skills are. The Maggie Pepper Sauce Chow Down Showdown is on. Promotion ends June 15th.
So right back into the program. The phone lines are open. Give me a call. Want to hear your contribution, your views, and your opinions, your thoughts on what we were talking about earlier on. Of course, you know, we all need to assist each other in these times. These people who falling on hard times now, these were once working people, getting up every morning, going out there, working, paying their bills, minding their families through no fault of anyone. Because of the pandemic and because of lost jobs and with the restrictions, a lot of people out there lost their jobs, and you know, it's really, really, really hard for some of them. You understand? Somebody is saying, why we don't ask? Now, I just paraphrasing it because I was trying to scroll up to look for the exact comment. But basically, they were saying the business people and them all had to come out and help people. You understand? Those who have, those who could assist, come out and help. So let me go back to the WhatsApp, because I have plenty voice notes to clear up. Or if I continue to get some calls, I'll take those calls. 342008177111791 and 4665391. And a friend of mine WhatsApped me and told me that his grandfather, is it? Let me see the message. I don't want to be saying things just so. Yeah, my girlfriend got her grant last day. So let me clear up some of those voice notes for you guys. Okay, I have a call, so let me take the call because the voice note always there. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Precious.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Not too bad, and your partner.
Robert, he's somewhere in the background. He's in the background.
I know, Precious, but when people say that it sounds so bad, and when people call in, like, you know what, this country are treating the people right. And we must not to go come on radio and say your people hungry. They said you mustn't do that. It sounds so bad. Other countries so bad. And everybody had a little problem. But you see, if you have a little problem, you better come on radio and say, we no. Take it to the Lord and pray, man. In your bedroom, go in your closet. That's what the Bible says, go in your closet and pray. We know it, but when you got to go, I just sound so bad, like this, the government suffering people. Suffering the people them in Trinidad and Tobago. And it's not all around the world suffering. All around the world, whether they have the suffering. But I don't know, we don't come out from. And the songs I just say so bad, especially when my government in power. It sounds so bad, like he are doing nothing for the people them. Have a blessed day, bye-bye.
Thank you so much, honey. Okay, so let me go back to these voice notes and clear them up.
Again, Precious. Now to Mr. Porter Spain. Right now, there's serious issues for us to deal with. And I don't think it would make any sense you calling in this arena to defend politicians right now. I wonder if you're aware that the National Insurance Board is instructing the government and asking the government to freeze NIS and pension. You know what the meaning of freezing that? You know how much people eating from that? On this same program, I hear a woman say she mother is who helping she right now. And your government is pressing ahead to make sure that thing freeze by since St. Patrick Manning time, the man tried to turn it a grant. I thunder all in talk show for that, me and the gladiator, we thunder all with that foolishness. You understand? All they come back now. You understand? All these set up mega project and this big project all they was doing while the pandemic was hot. Them things should not take place. You vex with Kunji because Kunji tell you that. What is wrong with you? Right now, when poor people looking to eat a little food, brother, and looking to put things on the table, it's better people like yourself do a call talk show radio. Don't let me hear you, brother. Brother, stay quiet. You forget I listen to radio too. We feel at home just so in the ears club. What is wrong with all that, Jen? Anytime all they interfere with that pension and that NIS and get to move the date and move the years and things apart, all they go destroy the people by... I feel if all they enable, all they don't use up all the usefulness already around the people. All there's no use to us right now. Look what they do. It's everything all they take from the people. Wrong with all they buy for us paying by? Sure, man. Continuing, not stopping. Not stopping because you know why? All they taking advantage of the people. All they taking advantage of the people. That is what the PNM doing, taking advantage of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and put some political donkeys to keep calling the radio and brain. But I will tell you something, my brother. I will tell you something. If all you continue doing that, the people is going to turn against you all. The people is going to turn against you all. You're called to talk about something in 1990. You know what caused that? It's the same pressure. And what was going on? All the PNM was the masterminder.
Okay, I'm going to stop that voice note. I'll catch where you're going. Remember, we're not endorsing anything of that sort, and the views of the callers and the people who WhatsApping, they are not the views of the Street 919 FM. Right? I understand what you're saying, caller, so I don't need to play the whole thing. Let's see another voice note.
Hi. Good afternoon, Precious. Good afternoon. Precious, landlords ain't easy, you know. Landlord, Precious. A landlord charge a tenant 3 days late fee plus the land rent for the month. 3 days late fee.
Hey, Precious, good afternoon to you and your co-host again. There's something that I wanted to touch on before and it slipped me. With regards to government ministers, right, and I mean be that opposition across the board, opposition or government across the board, I think on both sides they should take a pay cut, especially knowing that it's a pandemic, right? They should take a pay cut, right? Immediately, because let me tell you something. We can't have people that is really this money if they take a pay cut instead of getting all their perks and all these things like that. I think it's going to serve people better, right? And we're going to make a difference, right? And I think if CPEP could take a pay cut, so could ministers, right? So could all government ministers and opposition as well.
Thank you so much. Another voice note.
Precious, good day. What that gentleman is saying there about the landlords and them collecting tax-free money at the end of the time, right? Oh, Jehovah. All you see it in a pandemic. All you see people not working. It's not that they don't want to pay all their rent. They was paying all their rent all the time. You understand? If even self only tell the people and them if all they had was to pay light bill, internet and this and that. If himself only tell the people and them that, but pay the light bill.
Just pay the light bill.
And pay them because rent these days isn't cheap. Rent is not cheap. I just tell people if I had to pay rent, I would be homeless. Because by the time you're done pay 1 month, yes, you have to pay the next month right behind the corner. And you have children to take care of, to go to school, to go to work. You have to buy groceries. You have bills to pay. Oh, my God, landlords, all you ain't having a heart, boy. All you done charging them people and them over rent already. Take a little break now. All you know people what it is going through at the end of the day. Jesus will punish all your landlords. He will punish all your and Precious. Can't take when all the same and the government. It have people in places to do the things that the government say that is supposed to be done. As example for those social welfare people. You understand? The guys right. They does their own thing. They does their own thing and like it have nobody to check up on these places to see if what is supposed to be doing is the correct thing. But at the end of the day, All of must stop be blaming the government and the government and the government, regardless whether it's Kamla Prasad, Bisasa government, UNC government, NAR government. It have people in places, the square pegs and the wrong holes to see about them things. It's them who keep up the things. You understand? But then again, after say landlords, Jesus will punish all you wicked people.
Now remember, the views of the callers and people who voice noting are not necessarily the views of the Street 919 FM management, nor staff, or even the announcers carrying on the program, all right? You were saying about the rent. We don't have a rent assessment board. No, I mean, in time like this, because you said we're in a pandemic, we know this. When you come in to say something to the people who holding on to your every word and seeing it as hope. Now, I telling you, I can't be talking about the opposition. The opposition can't help me right now. You're not in position to help me right now. If you're coming and you're giving me an olive branch of hope, that means things in the background supposed to be already in place and ready to go. Look, for instance, last week I had something circulating on the social community development Facebook page that they're offering free courses. You understand? I say, oh yes, well, it's a long time I want to know how to make soap, because they had a soap and candle making course. It's 3 months courses free from the social development ministry. I say, yes, I will sign up. They say registration starts on the 14th. From the Sunday night, soon as 12:01 reach, I gone up online. Nothing. I went back on the next day. The whole site crash. So nobody could go up online to sign up to do what they want to do. I mean, again, if you're coming and you're telling me something, make sure everything up and running, because I don't want to hear no excuse. Because I was truly, truly disappointed that, I say, okay, I'm going to do my candle and soap making course. And then I gone up online to register and the whole site crash. You come to give an apology. We don't want to hear apology. When you come to tell people something, it's because everything done in place and ready to just go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Right. Now, what happened is, now landlords go in the bank too. So when they don't get the rent, they have a problem with paying the bank. Many landlords live by the rent that they collect and to pay the bank too. 1. 2 is, I don't know why people is so racial. Because in Africa, there is no Indian there. And there is so much, it's a rich country. And there is fighting going on there. In India, there is no African there, and there is gangs there, there is fighting there. Hello?
Yes, listening to you.
Yeah. In India, there is no African living in India. Very few Chinese and African and things is in India. And there is Indian gangs there. Indian gangs raping and Indian gangs making trouble in India. And in Africa, it is a very rich country. Gold, oil, gas. And they're fighting between themselves the same way, just like the Chinese. So I don't know where this race thing has come from. From where? I don't know. Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling. So I have a couple more minutes remaining, so I just want to take your calls. And of course, I'm going to continue to clear up these voice notes. Let's hear what this person is saying.
Precious, I was wondering the same thing. If you don't have rent assessment, and the next thing is them price control inspector. Every single day, I don't know if it's during the course of the night, these grocery people and them like they just put the price on in the night. Every single day you go to the grocery, up in the air. Up in the air.
And I just tell them as all it is make it hard for other people because when all you have to be charging, I went in the grocery one day and I come out with 2 little bag and I pay close to $300 precious with simple food items. No rent assessment board, no price control inspectors. That is why the rent people, the landlord people, just do the things that they be doing to the people and because they know the people and them looking for somewhere to live. And the supermarket people does what they want because they don't have no price control inspectors. Although don't worry, judgment day is around the corner.
Well, that is why I asked if our rental assessment board is up and running. Because if you're telling landlords, have a heart now, but you know at the end of the day, plenty of them ain't gonna have no heart. Make sure the rental assessment board up and running and make sure these people going out and making sure that the landlords and them doing the right thing and not digging out people or taking advantage of people during this pandemic. Hold on, Mr. Bago. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah, Precious, I had to call back. I hear you play a voice note there with a man, a call reporter, talking about the NIS thing. Well, let me fill him in. He forgetting that people are living a ripe old age. Forget the young ones and them were dropping down like flies and things. So obviously, the NIS is going to run into some problems. We all knew it. By the time I have 11 more years, I don't know if I go get NIS. By the time I look to reach my retirement age. So come on, reporter, give better facts than that. We know we is going to run into some problems. And scrupulous businessmen who don't want to pay NIS and you had Kamala Ballin, don't pay taxes. All these things will come and help you out for today. So, Precious darling, still locked on and listening.
Yes, honey. Take care. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Precious.
Welcome. How are you?
Hi, dear darling.
Okay.
Good topic.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All ain't going to get no NIS just now and no pension.
Oh, Lord.
Because the way how the rate going out here right now, it is a mess. And these business people and them, they have no heart. And these rental people, they have no heart. The other time, put on a rental ball thing was long time. And the next one with the grocery thing, they had to bring it back. Yeah, because the real thing going now, I feel they will bring it back. And that will be the end of everything there. Yes, it's had it already. Yeah, and it's a continue thing now. We don't know if we will get next thing again. This thing is continue. It's not no done thing. This thing going on all the while. But since I was a little baby, the polio start. When I was small, I get the polio. You understand?
Oh, wow.
And then it's vaccine and all kind of thing. But this time, it has so much of technology. So the vaccine takes so long to come and cause a whole set of bacchanal. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was one day. Because when the last one it had, they get the vaccine fast. And everybody take vaccine and it go. You understand? But it was still there. Because every time you have to be with that. People forgetting that feeling is a thing now come. This thing is now come. You understand? So all you have to put that behind your head. So all you know if all you will get next one coming at you just now.
Oh, Lord.
I hope and drink that in the name of Jesus. All right.
Blessings
have
to
a
you.
nice day. Yes. Okay then.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Every contribution is well appreciated. Somebody is saying on the WhatsApp, the people only have themselves to blame. If you're working for 5 cents, you should spend 3 and save 2. When the rain is falling, fill your tank. Not when the dew is falling. You all used to cuss Mr. Mova when he spoke. He said to be cheap and save. You all laughed at him. Don't cry now. Who have ears to hear, let them hear. Good afternoon.
Hi, good day.
Welcome.
Good afternoon. I know a lot of people wouldn't like what I want to say, but the NIS, right? People paid, work, and contributed to the NIS. That is something they shouldn't touch. The only thing they should touch, and if they want to cut, is the senior citizens grant. That's one they could touch. And in my view, people who get an NIS and work and contribute to NIS, when they get the NIS, they just only get, I think, 2,500 or 2,000 in the senior citizen grant because they get an NIS. And that is unfair to the people who get the 2,500 because they contribute and they work and pay towards to get the NIS. And people who never work and never pay for NIS and never contribute, getting a full 3,500, I find that is unfair. So if that's a cut, anything like that, cut the pension, the senior citizen grant, and leave the people NIS alone. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Guilty, you vote.
Now I love to listen to you, girl. Precious, you know that is the next thing I just be talking about right through. Trinidadians do not want to pay. They don't want to pay no land tax. They don't want to pay no land tax, but every minute they're complaining. Precious, you remember when we used to go to primary school? I don't know if you have my age or younger. You know when we used to go primary school, we always used to have hula hoops and balls and the things to play games.
Yeah.
We have bales of toilet paper. You used to see when they're bringing it in. You used to get milk and biscuit. You used to get pencils and copybook. If your copybook run out, you could go down to the principal office and get a pencil or a copybook. Because our parents used to pay taxes, that is why we used to get those things. You hear? But because the parents of today, following the opposition leader and company, and saying don't pay taxes and only expect to get everything hunky-dory. You hear? I have friends and family in the U.S., the same U.S. will be talking about in the America. They have how much different taxes to pay, and the same people who from Trinidad and go on there to live have no problem. No problem of a sort, because I just tell them that all they don't have no problem going another man's land and pay how much taxes and all you know, all wait for, right? And it coming out of the pay, right? But in all your own land, all you used to get problems to pay the same taxes. TNT, pay all your taxes. It helps. In times like these, it would help and go along.
Oh gosh. Sorry, caller. I'm just trying to clear up all the voice notes.
Hi, Precious. I am messaging you to share my experience, what I passed through. I get a food card. Basically, when I went to get a food card, I went with my 2-month-old son. The Indian lady told me that I can't come in the building with the son, with man due to COVID. Okay, I went and carried back my son in the vehicle with his uncle. Basically, she take my file, she take all my information, and all the paperwork and stuff were supposed to bring in, right? She took it, and then she did not let me in the building. She make me stay outside the building in the hot sun, stand up, right? And she talking to me and stuff, and she saying that how she gave everybody in the district food card, so how come I get no food card, and whoever get laid off because of Corona, they're not giving no food card because Corona is going to done in some months. And started bash me, started treat me all how, and she turned and she said that how the Indian turned and said you can't come inside because you have on her slippers. But yet still I saw an Indian lady who come to see about food card went in with her slippers. So I asked her, I say, how come she going with her slippers? And they say I can't go in with her slippers. And basically she started get on with me, and she say, if you need food stuff, go by MP, talk to your MP, and your MP will give you a yam and thing.
What?
You know? And then she walk off on me.
Wow, that is so sad. Wow. Guys, I have, let me just clear up the rest of my ad-libs. International cricket superstars Karen Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Lendl Simmons, and Rad Emrit, even Raymond Ramnarine and Ravi B, they have all been using Omega XL for joint pain and getting great results. So what about you? Just pick up a bottle of Omega XL right now at all leading pharmacies or call Great Health Limited at 225-0410. And remember, so live long and stay strong with Omega XL. Guys, that's all the time I have. The ads are counting down on me. I have 40 seconds. I want to thank everyone who called in and made their contributions. Remember, at the end of the day, we can't agree with everyone, but this is the forum where we open for people to call in and give their views and their opinions and their thoughts and why we may be upset because, they're not speaking in accordance with your thinking. At the end of the day, we all just here trying to survive and, trying to build our country. So, guys, I'm out of here. Aisha Wells, she comes up at 4 o'clock after the news. So you all have a blessed day and stay safe, all right? We are out of here. Well, I'm out of here.